Hi guys, I'm Megan.
And I'm Abby.
And welcome to our safe space. Might be on.
Hey!
Okay, hey guys. Wow, just screaming into their iPhones. Guys, I started this episode this week. I pressed the button. I made the magic happen. We just went on Instagram, posted on our story. Check it out. Meg.abby.
Check wellness. Check it out, bro.
Check it out, bro.
Hopefully the mic is like, she's okay, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
Well, I guess the listener will
Sorry
know.
if you hear me eating, I'm eating.
Yeah, pivot the mic towards me. I know enough about myself. As we were saying before this, I know that my chewing would trigger some people. And I say trigger, like, maybe trigger is a lack of a better word, but I think it's the right word for that. Like, I think my chewing would send some people off a cliff.
Spiraling.
Oh, yeah, that too.
What's it called when you have a phobia of hearing people chew?
Misophonia. I know that because
Misophonia.
I'm a horrible chewer, and I know that people will definitely develop misophonia from me. So I purposely shoved down my food.
That doesn't seem healthy.
It was fine. And then I chugged a carbonated drink. That was perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect. Yeah, so today's episode is same like the last. My words aren't working.
I just swallowed my food.
Yeah, Abby's gonna eat, so I'm gonna take over while she's chewing. So basically, yeah, we don't have anywhere where this is specifically going, but Abby and I figured that's probably for the best. We came into this.
Yeah, so
Oh God.
we like threw around some ideas, but then like it's Thursday and this is when we record, and we were like, we don't have any ideas, so we were like, you know what? We're just gonna talk.
Yeah.
Like, this is a podcast, right?
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that the point of a podcast?
I mean, actually, no, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
This is McDonald's. No, this is Patrick. Yeah, also we're kind of burnt out from the week, not gonna lie. Maybe that's just me.
No, I feel that. I feel like I'm about to burp.
I feel like you just gotta do it now.
It's really stuck inside of me.
Abby's burps are, like, huge.
Stop. Why would you say that?
Well, because everyone knows it. It's not something to be ashamed of.
Don't be ashamed, love.
I honestly couldn't burp for the first, like, 13 years of my life.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, I just wouldn't burp. Yeah, it was kind of a
That
weird
seems like
fact
something
about
you
me.
should go to the doctor for.
Well, everything left, but it just wasn't as a burp. True. Okay.
You're stuck in the anal phase. I'm stuck in the oral phase.
Okay, yep.
Hey, Freud, we love you. Just kidding. We don't love you, Freud, because you were kind of sexist.
Oh? That's the only reason why we don't love
And
him?
you had mommy issues.
Anything else?
I don't know. He's probably racist, too.
Yeah, let's just add it to the list.
Let's just add it. Sigmund Freud.
Yeah, I have some things written down.
Oh, yeah.
I just chaotically wrote in my notes app.
Yeah, we both, like, chaotically wrote, like, different, like, topics or, like, questions to ask the other person. But this is literally just gonna, like, there's no topic, guys.
No.
We're so sorry. If you're looking for something more structured, we literally have nothing planned. Usually we have our outline up
Yes.
on the computer. We don't even have an outline for
We're
this
freeballing it. You know what, though? You know what? I'll center us here to bring us back to our potty tradition. Abby, what was a highlight and lowlight of your week?
Oh, I forgot about this.
And if you haven't thought about it, I thought about it on the entire drive home today, so.
Crap. Okay, well, you had, like, a car ride to think about it.
I did.
So why don't you go first?
Oh, okay. I was just waiting for you to tell me I could go first.
Okay,
I'm
good.
so glad you asked. I directed that conversation directly so it would come back on to
I
me.
could tell.
You know?
Mhm.
You know those people that like talk in a conversation, but it's mostly just speak, in a
Oh.
conversation, just so it comes back to them? Yeah.
You mean you?
Oh, yeah. That's me today. It's not me usually.
That's you every day.
Oh. You know what? I am going through a lot right now.
No, I kind of just want to skip to my cookie.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Okay, keep going. Sorry, what?
So I'm so glad you asked, guys. Yeah. You know, I feel like every single time I come on here, I say, it was a really rough week. And I'm, like, literally, like, borderline, like, people are, like, concerned about me.
I'm, like, on the phone, like, do I call?
Yeah,
Do I not call?
yeah, like, the hotline number is open. Do I call? On speed dial.
Worried.
Yeah. Anyways, but this week, I guess a low light. Oh, God. Okay, so
What?
something that I do want today's episode to have is embarrassing stories.
Oh, yes.
So,
Wait, you can't say that as your low light. I mean, I guess that is your low light, but I feel like you have to deflect until later when we have to talk about it.
So just kidding, that's not my low light.
We're going to talk about cringe moments.
Cringe
I don't know
moment.
why we always say
Cringe
this. Like,
moment.
we're female. We're robots.
My low light of the week. Thank you.
Sorry, back to you.
Is this the wrong thing to say if I talked about something with my clothes? Is that bad? Is that...
No.
No?
Trigger warning.
Or should you say it so it's in a sensitive way?
Me? You said, yeah, girl, you dealt with it, so you can speak on my behalf about body image issues.
I'm giving up the platform.
No. Okay. Actual trigger warning. We know we say that as a joke, but trigger warning if you don't want to hear about like body image and stuff
body
like
dysmorphia.
That. Yeah, body dysmorphia. Skip like a couple minutes, or just don't watch if it's too triggering.
Yeah, honestly, skip forward. I'll make it quick. I was just gonna say that a low light was that I like had to really check myself because I was trying on like I have to wear business casual clothes for the next coming week, and so I was trying on my old clothes and they didn't fit, and I did it really late at night. And it almost had the potential to really bring me down. And it did for like an hour. And then I got over it. Because, Abby, what did you tell me?
I said, wait, I forget the exact quote.
Bodies are meant, or clothes are meant to fit us.
We are not meant to fit clothes.
And that stuck with me because I was like, like when I went shopping today for more clothes, I was like, no, I'm buying something that I'm comfortable in, not that like I necessarily think, like, I feel like tight clothing. Sorry, guys. It was the burp at the beginning. I'm just frazzled. I feel like tight clothing sometimes, like, I like it, but then other times, I, like, forget that, like, you know what, like, I gotta give my body some room to grow.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's really unrealistic to think that we're literally going to be in one body for our whole life.
Yeah.
And also, it's unrealistic, especially as women, to think that, like, we are going to, like, throughout like our 20s and like teens, we're gonna keep fitting into the same clothes because we are women. Like we're growing in all different areas. Yeah. We are. Like you're growing in so many different areas. Like your like teenage body is completely different than like your like adult woman body.
Yeah.
Also, I think Megan's ass is just getting too fat.
Oh God.
But true.
Don't expose me.
If you guys follow our page, like you know, like
we're trying.
We lift.
We're lifting out.
We lift, bro.
No, I think you might be right.
I think I think so.
Yes. Thank you.
I feel like...
Am I being objectified, you guys? I'm joking.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this is probably, like, one of, like, the first, like, years you've lifted and also had, like, pretty good eating habits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
So...
Yeah, that could be the case.
Yeah, so you're actually getting the gains.
Yeah. Because I'm actually prioritizing, like, eating 3 meals plus, like, trying to do 2 snacks. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so...
I know,
actually, maybe that wasn't a low light. That was a low light in the moment, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, yesterday night, I was just not feeling myself. But, honestly, that's okay. Because we're not going to feel ourselves all the time. Well, maybe that came out wrong.
We're not.
Also, just keep it going. Just don't pause. I made it weird.
Cycles. You feel different about yourself.
True. My period is tomorrow.
I know. I was going to say it.
Abby just knows my whole life, you guys.
I know.
She does.
Exactly. You're welcome.
But highlight of this week. Oh, I just had it in my little brain. You know what my highlight was? So I was saying, I was going to buy clothes because frequent last minute. If it's not last minute, it's not for me.
True.
And I throw a shit ton of clothes in my cart because you know when you try to match outfits, like you're going for a whole outfit.
Yeah.
Guys, trigger warning.
Oh my. No way, Megan tried covering the mic as if you wouldn't be able to hear that monstrosity.
You've
I've
unleashed and birthed something way worse than that. But yeah, I had a shit ton of clothes. Sorry.
Sorry, we're trying not to curse.
I've had a lot of clothes in my cart, and I roll up to the what's it called, the fitting room.
Yeah.
And this girlie that's there, like, listen, I'm sure she was nice, but she saw me coming up, and I could tell. Like, listen, I know that I'm a nuisance, but I planned everything, and I organized all the clothes, so it was like not like my cart was like chaotic.
Yeah.
Like everything had a little place. And she's like, you can only bring 10 clothes in. And I was like, that's fine. Like, whatever. That's fine. That's her job. But then I was like, oh, can I, like, leave my card here? And she's like, yeah, but, like, no one's watching it.
Oh, my God.
And I was like I could tell.
A little rude.
She probably had a bad day.
They just say, like, yes and, like, move on with their life. Like, what?
She was like, no one's going to be watching it. And then I was like, you know what? whatever. Because I had another girl help me in the store, and she was super cool, so I thought she would be back at the fitting room.
Yeah,
she wasn't. So, and, like, you know when sometimes you try to sneak back more clothes?
Yeah.
So I was trying to just bring, like, 40 clothes back with me.
This is definitely 10.
I was like,
oh, ma'am, that's like 40 articles of clothing.
Oh, what? And they make you take a little number knowing that I didn't have 10. Like, I've had some cool people in my fitting rooms. More of the story is my highlight is... So I'm like I'm kind of coming out, and I'm just like, I have all these close by, because I don't know about anybody else. It's kind of therapeutic, but also, like, after you've tried on, like, you're like,
trying on clothes.
Yes.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, after your, like, 5th, like, outfit, you're just like, I'm ready to go. Like, I just don't even want to wear clothes out of the store. I just want to walk out. Sorry, the makeup spell. I don't even care at that point. Like, I'm like, I'll just walk out of my bra and underwear.
Like, at this point.
Yeah, at this point, it's just like, But I walk out, right? And I'm just like, I've got all these clothes. And it's the girlie that helped me at the store. And so I had a couple bras in my cart. This is a very long story that, like, definitely doesn't need all this explanation.
I'm in. I want to know.
A couple bras in my cart. And I never know if you can try on bras in a store.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Of course you can, right? I didn't know that. But
why didn't you know that?
I don't know. I just thought, like,
No, you
well,
can.
obviously underwear you don't try on.
Yeah,
but, like, bras... Yeah, I was like, underwear, I know is something you can do. No, I've definitely, like, gotten some underwear home, and I'm like, oof. This is not fresh off the market. But, yeah, and then I had the bras, and if it was the other girlie, she would have been like, you can't try this on. But then, moral of the story is, this girl told me I could try on these bras. She was definitely, like, 4 years younger than me. But it was something about her and I, just locking eyes, and her saying, you can try on those bras, and I won't tell anyone about it.
Oh, my God. Gee, that's real.
No, because she was like... yeah, go ahead. Like, I don't see why not. And I was like, thank you so much.
She probably never thought about it before.
No, she probably didn't. And I probably inspired, seeded that
like,
doubt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
That was beautiful.
That's how my week's going.
I love that.
That's my highlight.
Love that for you.
Thank you. How about you? I gave you plenty of time.
Oh, God,
I really distracted the audience here.
I was so busy listening that I didn't think. I feel like my issue with highlight and low light recently is, like, nothing's really going on in my life. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on.
Talk about that.
But
build to that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I feel like we're just going through the motions, right? Like, it's April. We
Agreed.
Posted a little, like, April check-in post this week.
We did.
Because I feel like everyone is hitting a slump, especially if you're a student. So, therefore, I think, like, my issue recently, guys, I'm sorry I haven't been coming through with the highlight and low light, is that I'm literally just, like, every week's the same. You know what I mean?
I think people can relate to that, so don't apologize
like,
for it.
low light, I keep saying I'm just tired. But honestly...
Sorry, just knocked my desk.
Yeah, I'm tired. Okay, no, I'll be real.
Yeah, be real. Be real. I know the truth.
Be real. Okay, low light, but, like, don't worry about me, guys.
I've, like... trauma dumped on these people.
True.
It's fine.
Okay, low light, I feel like my self-esteem has been low.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think it's, like, it's not anything specifically going on in my life. I think it's literally just, like, the circumstances of, like, I'm graduating soon, and that's really stressful, and there's a lot to unpack there. I feel like we'll do a whole, that's for a whole nother podcast.
Coin it when Abby says it every episode.
We'll do a whole nother episode on, like, graduation and all that stuff, because I feel like that's almost just, like, too much for me to, like, even think about right now. Sorry, I just had a little cough.
It's okay. We live our lives one word at a time.
Yeah. So I feel like my self-esteem has been, like, a little, like, rocky. Like, I feel like I go through, like, waves where, like, I feel like usually if I'm by myself, it's bad. But then usually, like, if I go out and, like, when I'm in classes or, like, when I'm, like, at work or something, then it's, like, a little better. When I, like, see people throughout my day, I feel like it gets better.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So then I feel like my highlight, I guess, is that. I'm grateful for all the people in my life. Especially just, you know, the people you see on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it just makes you feel good that everyone's, like, in the same boat. We're all students. We're all struggling. So, yeah. I feel like that's my highlight of the week.
Yeah, you see kind of, like, who really helps you during the day. Like, even small interactions.
No, it is grounding to see, like, the people you see, like, every day.
Yeah.
And, like, going to the same classes sometimes can just be, like, nice. And it makes you feel like, okay, like, I'm okay. Like, I can do this. I can do this thing called life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's comforting. And it, like... Yeah, you didn't think about it, like, before quarantine, but I feel like now after, it's like, oh, no, I need to get out of the house.
Yeah, no, literally.
Like, I cannot...
I'm like, I gotta get out of the house.
I feel like I said that every episode. I'm like, because of quarantine? But, like, literally.
No, but literally, I'm like, get me out of here!
Yeah, like, I need to leave.
Yes.
That was a great highlight and low light. I kind of loved that.
Good job,
I've been
guys.
also going through self-doubty phase.
Right?
So, yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is in the air. I feel like it's an April thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's.
Oh my God.
What?
Sorry, I just
What did you
remembered.
think of?
As the weather's getting warmer, you know what's coming back?
What?
The lantern flies.
The lantern flies.
Guys, we need to kill them.
That's not a relatable topic.
It's not. That was so spur of the moment.
I don't know if you guys have lantern flies near you. I think it's like an East Coast thing right now.
Really
they migrate.
I hope that they don't. I hope that they don't.
Exactly. We live in New Jersey, and literally the beginning of this year in like September, there were so many lantern flies. If you don't know what they are, Google them. It's like an invasive species of like, I don't even know. Are they like moths? Like, no, they're not moths.
They kind of look like they're fucking. Oh. Sorry, they're freaking crazy, you guys.
No, they are.
I had one crawling on my shoulder once. If you look up, we're gonna post it. We're gonna post it. I don't know why. There was one in my hair once.
Yeah.
Like kind of gross.
It's nasty.
Yeah. I promise I washed my hair though. I didn't find it in the shower.
Keep in a notes like a thing, like write down the pictures we should do.
Oh, true.
Just so we remember, because sometimes I feel like we end the episode and I'm like, what pictures should we post that are like. So, like, niche to the episode. Niche.
We'll put a lantern fly. Yeah, because then we have to listen back for, like, an hour to ourselves.
Yeah, we don't want to listen to that,
like, guys. The first week, it was like, ooh, and now it's like,
Now I'm like, no. Like, sometimes I'll put it on, like, while I'm doing stuff just to make sure, like, audio-wise and stuff. Which, I just want to say, I'm aware that there's audio issues. Me always going back to defending my techie self.
Yeah.
In the last episode, there was some feedback at certain points. But it's okay, guys. We have a $35 mic.
I feel like I never noticed that. Like, I listened to parts of it, and I didn't hear
it. It was only the last episode, so I don't know if it was something with the mic. Like,
maybe they're hearing feedback problems right now.
Sorry if you are, but you causing the feedback.
Yeah, I think it's me.
You're like, oh, what feedback, Abby?
I'm either, like, shouting into the mic, or I'm, like, right here.
Yeah, sorry, we also do. I shout a lot.
Yeah, you bring up the energy, but that's okay. Sorry. No, you turn up the room.
Sometimes when you're listening to a podcast, you know, you just need somebody to shout at you.
Oh.
So that you're like, oh my God, I'm listening to a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you turn it off immediately because you hate
and then
that.
You're like, oh my God, this
you're
is
like,
awful.
Actually, their voices are horrible, and I never want to listen to them. Yeah, so I'm looking at my notes app to move this right along. And so, long story short, everybody. Tomorrow, and me and Abby, we have a little career fair that we're going to further ourselves. Who knows if we'll actually get a career, but they're going to find this podcast and be like, oh.
Ooh, don't hire them.
Yeah, don't hire them. They use the F word in this podcast. Don't hire them. But I was thinking to myself, what are some non-practical... I just wrote down questions for Abby. What are some non-practical skills that you would add to your resume? And I thought of two for me. That I want... Non-practical skills. Just not non-practical, but...
Is this like a random?
Yeah, like random skills. Okay. So my random skills that I would add to my resume are talking about the weather, because I could create like a 40-minute conversation about the weather.
You know when people are like, oh, when you're like, you don't know what else to talk about, so you talk about the weather. I've been doing that with everyone. I've been like, honestly, this weather we're having.
Honestly, okay, as a white person, I know that that's like literally our entire brand, but there's something comforting about talking about the weather.
There is, and honestly. The weather's been kind of crazy recently.
The weather's been kind of crazy.
Been, like, raining.
Guys, should we talk about the weather right now?
Should we talk about
Little side note. Yeah, I just feel like the weather affects my mood so much. So I talk about it. Like it rained today, and I was like, oh, like I feel kind of like sometimes a rainy day is nice.
Depressed.
I wouldn't say that. I was gonna say dreary, but maybe a little depressed. Well,
say it how it is.
Some rainy days, I'm like, oh, thank God. You know, like, if you're living in California, you're never getting a rainy day, and you're just on all the time.
Well, maybe they need a rainy day.
Well, they definitely do.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to be in the sea pretty soon,
we're being
so...
greedy.
Maybe we are being greedy. We get all the seasons here. We're fine.
We're fine.
Anyway, so talking about weather would be one of my practical skills. And the other... Drumroll, please.
Okay.
Thank you. It's the hurdle.
The hurdle!
It's not the wordle. It's not the quirtle.
Do you guys know what the hurdle is?
It's the hurdle.
Explain it, Meg. What's the hurdle?
So the hurdle... Thank you, Abby. The hurdle is... It's just like the wordle where you have to guess something, but instead, you're played a second of a song, and you have to guess the song off the 1 second. You can add seconds, right? But you can only add so many. And... I don't know what it is, but guessing 1 second of a song has just been my thing lately.
Oh my God.
It really just makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I can tackle the rest of the day.
Your ego.
Oh, just a little. And if I could add that to a resume, I totally would.
That's a good one.
Right?
Wait, I literally don't know what to say.
Well,
beep boop bop. I'm literally the meme of the lady doing math.
Like
she's like
butterfly in the sky.
I can go to it.
Says hi.
I was just about to curse. Oh,
I was gonna think of some things for you.
Yeah, help me brainstorm. I really don't know.
Well, guys, this is
knowing everything about trolls.
Yes, this is a random fact, but Abby literally will always be able to supply you with a lemon lime ice drink. She has like 40 of them under our bed.
That. I literally
not our bed. I just said our bed.
Yeah, guys, we sleep together. They wouldn't even be surprised. They'd be like these gay bitches.
At this point.
I keep buying lemon lime ice drinks, being like, oh my god, I need more.
Yes.
And then not my computer falling asleep.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wait, did it stop recording?
No, it didn't. It just lagged a little.
Hey guys.
So I keep buying them, thinking I don't have them, and now I literally probably have at least 40 in my bed.
So if anyone's trying to buy a lemon lime sparkling ice drink that you get for $1 at any general store,
a side business.
Maybe we'll sell it to you for $5.
Do I put it on my taxes? No. Because maybe it's illegal.
Oh.
I'm talking about the ice drinks. I'm not a drug dealer. Are those my two?
I'm trying to think. What else? Yeah, I know this was a fun little one. You're good at the Wordle.
Oh, good.
You're also good at the Quirtle.
I've abandoned the Wordle and the Quirtle recently.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
I'm sorry.
It's like kind of bad. I feel like I don't know if my mental health is better when I do the Wordle or when I don't. When I do the Hurdle though, always good.
I do the Hurdle every day. The Hurdle, it's easy. But the Wordle and the Quirtle I only do if I'm bored in class.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that you.
I mean, like,
this sounds bad because you have so many like non-practical talents. No, not non-practical, but you have so many things that you do that I'm like, wow, that's great, Abby.
Like practical?
I guess practical, but like they wouldn't make sense in a job application. But it's like, oh, she knows how to do this.
Two make sense.
True.
Knowing everything about trolls.
You know what? You know what you know how to do?
What?
Abby literally knows everything about like heatless curls and such. What? She be wrapping her hair in like a robe. She slugs her face.
I wanted to be a beauty guru when I was little.
Like you do everything.
I really don't.
I think you do.
Because like I do, but think about girls who like know. You know what I mean? Cassie. Like I'm not like super into beauty. Like some girls like know all the things.
Okay, fair.
I'm just a TikTok whore.
Okay, fair.
Because that's why. Because all of those things have come from
But
TikTok.
I think that you are woke in the fact. Can I say that on here? Woke in the fact that
kids would say.
You kind of like, you take pride in your little health. So you could say, yeah, you know, I slug every night. Abby's a slugger. Explain what slugging is.
So slugging is when you literally just put like a disgusting amount of Vaseline on your face. And like, I guess the whole thought behind it is it like locks in the moisture. I don't really know, but I do it and I feel like it makes my skin smoother. So
yeah, and let me feel. Yeah.
I also have dry skin though, so I don't know how it would work for like people with like not dry skin.
Yeah, I have like
oily.
Oh, I was gonna say combination. No, I'm kidding. I was gonna say oily. Like in the summer, my face is oily, like a little baby's bottom. Like it is oily. Like you just slathered some Vaseline on there. That is my face. Except there's no Vaseline. It's just oil. Which honestly, isn't it if your face is oily, it's also still dry. It's just like the oil is overcompensating for the dryness. Yeah, I've heard that somewhere.
That would be interesting. We should look into that.
We should look into that, but we're not dermatologists.
Oh, I want to add to my highlight that one of my highlights is that we watched the first couple episodes of season 3 of Attack on Titan.
Oh, yeah. Abby's been thinking about Levi. Day in and day out. Day in and day out. Okay, I've read from my notes app. What else do you have? I have more stuff.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't have that much. I kind of wrote down random things. So, honestly, what I kind of did was you know that game called We're Not Really Strangers? I, like, looked at some of those.
I don't know the game.
So, do you want me to ask you a deep one or, like, a funny one? Maybe we should get...
I don't know. Pick one. Pick one at random.
Okay.
I could be deep or funny.
If you had to pick one song to describe our friendship, what would it be?
You're a true I don't know. That was the first thing that came to mind. If I had to describe one
like something
song,
that's very us. I kind of have like something in mind.
Okay.
I don't know.
One song to describe our friendship. Yeah, give me your song.
I don't want to say it.
Okay, don't say it yet.
No, but I'm thinking like songs that like we together.
Oh, like a song of our friendship instead of a song describing our friendship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What would be our like friendship song? Like, you know when like couples have like it's our song, like what's our song?
What's our song? Wow. Okay. Well, to be honest with you, the songs that I'm thinking of.
Should we not say it?
And No, not that they're bad, but Abby and I in high school, we kind of bonded over Abby. Okay, so shout out to Camilo. Camilo,
we are not bringing this back to Camilo.
Camilo definitely turned you on to Brockhampton. He turned me on
to a lot of music, but I think I'm an independent woman, and I also found it myself.
I just think we should give the props to any man when we can. I think that we should just uplift the men here.
Oh, yeah, totally. Because men don't get uplifted enough.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
No,
honestly,
we don't do either.
God, stop hating on men so much.
Okay.
Anyways, Camilo, thank you. But we listened to a lot of Tyler and Brockhampton in high school.
That is the most basic sentence I've ever heard.
No, it is.
Okay, but listen.
No, listen.
I listen. I feel like the thing is, when we were listening to it...
What's the thing?
It wasn't underground. Tyler was not underground.
No.
Brockhampton was kind of underground when we were listening to them.
And we stopped liking them when they became... Well, I stopped liking them when they became mainstream.
Okay, well, I still listen to them a little bit when they were mainstream.
Anyways... I only listen to the Saturation Trilogy here.
We hopped on Brockhampton, like, really early. Also, Brockhampton... Do we even elaborate on Brockhampton?
No.
We're not going to elaborate on the band, but...
Was one of the songs that you were thinking of from Tyler and or Brockhampton?
Probably, just because I feel like those are the two.
Yeah, it's just embedded in our friendship.
Okay, if it was a Tyler song from like high school era,
it had to be Flower Boy.
Okay, ready? What if we say the opposite?
I have two songs. Okay, one.
No, I'm scared.
Okay, say it.
No, wait. I don't know if we actually listened to it together, but I feel like it just like fits the vibes. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Boredom.
I was gonna say 911.
911 too. I was gonna say 911 if I didn't say boredom.
Okay,
wow, we know each other so well.
Okay, Brockhampton. I think we know. Okay, ready? Do you have it?
I think so.
Come on, you know. Okay,
1,
3, 2, 1. Hottie.
No! I was gonna say Hottie or Bleach.
Okay, but
I was a little unsure. Bleach is everybody's song. Bleach is everybody's. Hottie is so good.
Hottie was ours.
I remember Abby played it and she's like, "This is my favorite song right now." And I heard it and I was just
song.
transformed. I was transported.
Yeah.
That was
our song.
I can't think of another thing that I was. But no. So I think our friendship song would definitely be one of those. Or it could be Imagine by John Lennon.
Why was I thinking the same thing?
John Lennon was not a good person.
Okay, if it was a Beatles song.
If it was a Beatles song. Who are the Beatles?
I don't know. They're like this indie.
No, stop. If anyone no, I'm kidding. No.
If any of you start listening to the Beatles.
No, you know what though? You know what I will say my grievance is, and I never understood it, you know. Okay, I'm not a boomer, but I never understood it when our parents would do it, but now I kind of see it. Like, now we're getting, like, kind of older. Yeah. And, like, people not... we're, like, literally...
we're getting old.
Some of us are 21. I forgot I got Reese's. Oh, wait, you're eating a cookie.
You got Reese's?
Yeah, Reese's. And they're in the freezer.
Why would you do this to me?
I'm sorry.
Why would you do this to me?
Okay, I'll save you some.
The cookie's really good.
Okay, fair. Okay. And you can also eat both, so... You can eat both tonight. That's fair.
I think I ate a piece of hair.
Okay, anyways, what was I talking about?
Our parents.
Oh, yeah. So, but on the hurdle, like I think 2 days ago, it was the Immigrant song. And I was just sitting, shout out to all of them, because I love them all very much, but I was sitting at a table with some of my friends, and no one knew what the song was. Well, they knew what the song was. They didn't know the artist.
I didn't know what it was either.
And it's Led Zeppelin.
Okay, well, I knew what it was. I was like, I know this song, but I didn't know the name, nor did I know that Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. You know what? No, that was kind of gatekeepy.
Yeah,
that was a little gatekeepy. I didn't mean that.
Just because your
guys,
parents played rock.
Just because the only time I had my parents' affection was through music.
Some of us were listening to the Beatles. I would make my mom put on the Johnny Cash CD in the car. I don't know why I was really into Johnny Cash.
What's Ring of Fire?
I was really into it. I was
like,
Mom,
you want to know a random?
Bump this shit.
You want to know a random tidbit about that song?
Go ahead.
So back in my online dating phase, which was like
a
month and a half ago, when I was on Bumble, I remember. Oh wait, this is kind of mean. I'm kind of exposing. No, I'm not exposing them. But one of the questions was like, what would your karaoke song be? Mm-hmm. And of course, I said "Take a Chance on Me" by ABBA.
Oh my god!
Come on, it was fitting. I think I also said Bohemian Rhapsody. Anyways, I'm multiversed.
Yeah.
And this man said "Ring of Fire" by Johnny Cash.
Bro, what?
And
why would that be your karaoke song?
And I was like, like, it's a cool song.
Ring of Fire.
But if I heard, like, a man singing Ring of Fire at, like, a karaoke station,
ick.
I would, first of all, I'd get a major, take this tip, write this down, guys.
Yeah, write this down, guys.
Major ick. And I'd also be like, is this man gonna murder me?
Yo, facts. I mean, like, Johnny Cash, like, what?
Was Johnny Cash murder?
He was kind of problematic.
Oh, he was?
I'm pretty sure.
All men. I wasn't just about to.
Oh,
yes.
Problematic.
Yeah.
Say it.
I was gonna
say it.
I was gonna say all men are
problematic.
Well, I was gonna say especially men in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. They were all problematic. And the 90s.
Gen X.
All men.
Baby boomers and Gen X men specifically.
Yeah, like I feel like it's just if we were to single in on everything, it would just.
It just like.
It would make me have an anxiety attack.
Because they were straight up like all like doing heavy drugs. And then literally became, like, the most, like, I don't know, like, super, like, strict people.
Yes.
I'm like, y'all were literally doing drugs.
Yeah.
Seeing Grateful Dead.
Just because you do drugs doesn't mean you're a cool person.
No, it doesn't. And Gen X is there to prove that.
Not the people that do drugs are cool.
No, Gen
Don't
X
do
is
drugs,
there to
kids.
prove that.
Yeah.
All right, but this isn't a dare campaign.
No, you're right. Sorry.
We always drop the mic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, drop the mic
I'm
after
sorry.
that. We just
But it's true. Get yourselves in check. Y'all need to, like, take another tab again and go see the Grateful Dead.
I'm going to put down Johnny Cash. So, okay, another thing that I wrote down is, let's see. Oh, so, guys, I was just, like, sometimes I just sit with myself, and instead of, like, meditating or doing something, maybe this is a sign of, like, my mental health not doing so well, but I will just, like, talk to myself about my day.
I do that so much. Sometimes I sit there for hours,
right?
And I talk to myself.
Especially in the car, it's dangerous. It's unfiltered. Like, I'm just speaking.
As
like,
I'm
the music's not even on.
You sent me that one TikTok that was, like, when you're talking to yourself in the car, but somebody sees you, so you have to act like you're on the phone.
You have to act like you're on the phone. No.
Literally.
Now I don't even care. I don't even act like I'm on the phone. Like, I locked eyes with this woman today, and she knew. She knew. But I have two things to say about being in the car today on my travels.
Okay.
One, aren't we all just like a check engine light? I thought of this.
You sound like right now? You sound like one of those, like, Tinder boys who's like, I'm just, like, really deep.
I'm really deep.
Like,
I was staring
just
at,
like
a check engine light. Yeah, I keep on seeing, I forget the TikTok user, the name. I don't know how to go about the influencer, but the people that always mock, like, men having podcasts.
Oh, yeah, I forget.
I forget too, but plug them. They're really funny.
Them.
But anyways, I always feel like that's us, because I'm like, I have this super deep talk about. Anyways, but aren't we all, this is me doing my slam poetry, aren't we all just like a check engine light? We know that there's a problem when it comes on, but unless we're close to breaking down, we're not gonna stop and get it fixed.
You literally sound like a fucking boy who, like, drops acid once and starts, like, acting like he's, like, experienced ego death.
Yeah.
He's, like, completely different.
But am I not wrong? Am I right?
Am I right? I mean, I could see that analogy.
My check engine light, fun fact, has been on for the past 3 months, and I never thought it was a big problem, and now my car barely starts, so I think I should get it checked out.
No.
And that pertains to mental health as well.
If your car breaks down, I'm gonna cry.
It almost broke down in the Wawa today.
Oh my
God. The guy, it was really sketch. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little sketch. There was a bunch of men around me. I locked my doors, but what's that gonna do? They were all like 6 foot. With, like, big trucks. I was, like, in the...
That's the worst part about being a female, isn't it?
Right?
Is it's, like, even if we could stand up for ourselves, we can't.
No.
Like, no, but it's true.
Right? I'm like, yeah, I have, like, 4 years of kickboxing behind me, and then I'm like,
it's not gonna do shit if it's, like, a 6 foot, like, fucking, like, 200-pound man.
He can literally just knock me out, and I'd be like, oh, well, I'm not gonna remember this. Anyway, so I was there, and my car almost didn't start, and then I was like, well...
Oh, my God.
You know what? No. Men's rights. Maybe they would have helped me. I'm kidding.
Like, being really mean to men.
Yeah.
They kind of
yeah.
No,
not that we should.
Anyways,
the men who know that they are decent know that we're not talking about them.
Yeah. The men who are good, you know who you are.
3 men listening to this podcast.
You know you're good. Literally, like, we have no male, like, viewership.
My other quote about cars. So take that about the check engine light. Take what you will.
A car bro?
I'm not a car bro. I know nothing about cars. I'll pride myself on that. That's actually, I feel like, the hottest thing about me.
I agree. We know nothing about cars. I roll up
to get my oil changed, and they're like, what do you want? And I'm like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Change my oil. They're like, what number? You want synthetic or something? And I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, the fact that you know that, I'm sorry, kind of knocked you off the peg. I don't trust you.
It's because I went last week.
I don't trust you.
It's because I went last week.
I didn't. No, okay? I did know that.
Yeah, I know you
but
did.
I wouldn't have been able to
bring it up mid-conversation. Yeah. I get that. Yeah, maybe I should.
So maybe you are a car girl.
Oh. No, honestly, my dad would love me more if I was. It's okay. I love you, Dad, but he would every single time. Every single time there's a problem with my car, I go in to get it checked, and they tell me, and then my dad's like, okay, Megan, so what's wrong with your car? And then I'm like, guys, I don't know. I'm like, Dad, I couldn't tell you. And he's like, Megan, you were there for 3 hours, and you don't know what's wrong with your car? And I'm like, no. And he's like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to call them. Like, my dad, it's come to the point, you guys, where I go to get my car changed. The guys tell me what it is, and I act like I know. And then I forget it immediately. Abby's about to almost spit out her drink right now. Swallow, baby, swallow. But yeah, it's the fact that he just has to call after I leave there. And then Oh, I really got you with that one. Abby was not expecting that.
That really got me off guard.
Yeah, it's my dad calling afterwards and being like, so what's wrong with her car? I don't know how we got on this topic.
That sip. Should I just sip it back up?
Back. It's only your saliva. I'm not drinking it. Unless you want me to. Kidding. My other thing about a car was... Hold on, let me pull up.
Oh my god, how many things about cars do you have?
I was in my car.
I'm cutting you off.
Hold on. Okay, some people are not worth your horn.
What the fuck is this segment? Megan came to me today like, I have the best topic to talk about. I thought of them all in the car.
I was like delirious. I was eating my Walmart chicken salad in the car.
That was from Walmart?
Yeah.
I thought that was from Walmart. I just like resurrected out of my chair. No.
You know when you leave the house, I always feel like I say, you know, it's relatable.
Oh, it was 111. You just missed it.
Oh, we get it. You see angel numbers. You know, if you talk about the angel numbers that you see, it actually opens up bad spirits.
What? It does?
Yeah.
You're lying.
No, if you tell people what the angel numbers you see, it's okay.
Maggie, we have to Maggie, why did you say that to me?
No, it's okay, because I didn't see it, and I'm the one that said it, so it's fine. You're good. Abby just had an existential crisis.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Fun fact about angel numbers. I'm pretty sure I read where you're not supposed to.
Vomit. I think I know your number. Because the episode.
Yeah.
Seems kind of like.
It's not a big deal. It's 7, guys.
Wait.
Oh, it just keeps popping up.
Whoa. I think it is your number.
Anyways, angels, we're sending good energy out there. I don't know how this got spiritual. I was talking about cars. Some people are not
trying to deter from
some people
cars.
are not worth your horn, you guys.
Megan, I'm losing you.
Someone whipped out in front of me today, and there was a split second where I thought, should I lay on my horn right now?
Like,
should I give them the time of day? I've also been saying old phrases recently. I said, throw my hat in the ring. I don't know.
We were just talking about how we hate boomers and Gen X.
I know. I think I'm becoming one. But yeah, she just whipped out in front of me. She had a stop sign. I had the right of way, and she didn't even look at me. What? And I thought, should I honk my horn? Is it worth it?
Your time.
She's not worth my horn.
You know, it's funny you bring that up because you want to know a fun fact about
me.
Me bring it back to myself. You want to know a fun fact about me?
Yeah.
I have never honked my horn.
Ever?
Ever.
Some people deserve your horn, though.
I know, but even those people,
lesson.
I look at them and I'm like,
they'd probably live a sad
I've
life.
never honked my horn, and we live in New Jersey, so that's saying something.
That is saying
I've never honked my horn.
Wow.
Because I subscribe to that motto. I've always just been like, why am I gonna honk? Like, unless like an accident's about to happen, like I'm like, there's no point in me being like crazy and like honking at people.
No, that's right.
Right?
That's
I'm glad we agree on that.
Yeah, I'm taking that with me the next time I get in my car, because I feel like I never always use my horn, but I use it in intense situations.
Oh God.
This is relatable content.
Relatable.
Okay, well, if you have such a better topic, why don't you
Let me see what other ones I came up with.
Yeah. I just wrote down
I'll
random
do a deep
things.
one, and then we'll go back to funny ones.
Deep.
Maybe this one's a little too deep.
Oh.
Okay, what insecurity of yours holds you back the most?
Ooh, my insecurity of being dumb.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay,
I knew that off the top of my head.
That really came out.
It's either dumb or lazy. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
But
I think mine would be
those are my top two.
Yeah.
If someone thinks that I'm not
know you were gonna say
intelligent,
that?
yeah.
I wrote it up, and I was like,
this is what she's gonna say.
This is what she's gonna say.
Like, I know that is my biggest insecurity, and I'm trying to work on it. But like, the fact that I need to improve my intelligence to anyone I meet,
right?
it's bad. It's a big insecurity of mine. Maybe that's why I decided to go to a 4-year institution and dump so much money. And what do I have to gain from it?
Oh my god, it's like fucking nut hours in here. Okay, that sounded weird.
Ooh, yeah.
Not nut. Well, it was you when I had the drink in my mouth. You were like, swallow. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
This has become
what does that mean? Jesus, Abby.
I'm sorry, our parents
cut that.
know this. I'm sorry.
Cut that out of here.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh my god. I feel like got like visions of like our parents like collectively listening to this whole episode.
my dad's gonna listen to me
He's
like,
gonna be like, what?
he's gonna be, Megan, I don't just no. He's gonna be like, he's gonna be nodding his head. I know my dad.
Saying that really threw me off guard. I was like,
He's gonna be like, yeah, I wish he knew more about cars.
and be like, I know.
I have nothing to offer in that department. I know how. Okay, no, that's not
You
true.
do the oil thing
I can fill up my tires.
with air.
Yep.
You go to Wawa and you just press the number.
It's a lot.
Thing.
It's a lot.
I don't do it because I get scared somebody's gonna like snatch me when I do it if I'm
true.
alone. I also avoid
Yeah.
getting gas alone because every time I go get gas by myself, the attendants are really creepy to me.
I mean, yeah, that's why I was like, if my car stops right now, I guess I'm going.
You're about to die.
I guess I'm
gas
about to
stations
die.
are scary.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question. Wow, I really just hit it hard with those car questions. I had another car thing. I just think of what comes to mind. And who here uses a GPS to get everywhere they need to go? Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
I'm kind of good with directions,
Oh.
so if I know where I'm going, then I don't. That sounded really. I just hate the way
that sounded like a car boy.
I
That
just
sounded
know where I'm going because I like love cars
Yeah.
so much.
Anyways, the
I'm
rest
sorry.
of us,
That's really
the
mean.
rest of us have to use GPS, because it centers me, it grounds me. Because sometimes I'll just be jamming out, and then the lady's like, "Make a left turn here." Actually, she's Australian.
We love
Oi, make a.
that. Ew.
I feel like that's
Crikey,
still
mate.
Yeah. You were better. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Steve Irwin, who?
Oh.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Don't you
Too soon.
spread hate on his name.
I'm not. All
not.
respect.
All respect. All good things. Yeah, but I was thinking about it, and like the feminine urge to get lost, like without a GPS, just get lost driving. But then I remember that we live in a capitalist
We're women.
society, and we're also women, and that if I did get lost, one, I'm probably gonna get murdered, and
Yeah.
two, I would waste all my gas.
Oh, that's
And gas prices are so high.
true. Gas is way too expensive right now.
It
to
is.
Do that.
Who do we have to blame for that?
Who do we have to blame for that? Joe Biden himself. Yeah, guys.
You heard it here first. Listen, just asking questions.
This is satire.
Yeah.
Satire.
I don't think we're like at a full hour.
No. We can keep going.
Okay. Should we do some improv?
Some improv. Crikey, mate. So Meg and I want to do like improv. Like not
Yes,
really because
yes,
like
yes.
okay, are we gonna do improv?
Yes.
But like
and we're gonna kill it.
Anyways,
Already failed. Okay.
Oh, we were doing improv there.
Okay, if you have to say
So
we
what
were
are we
doing
improving
improv,
as?
we're not improv.
What are we improving as?
All right, let's pick a topic that we can improv as. I'll start. I have some flowers on my desk. Yes, and you would
Wait.
respond.
What?
I actually don't know how improv works.
That was like slam poetry.
I think
Snaps. That was so good.
Speaking of slam poetry and snaps, do you remember the Goofy movie?
Bro, do I
With
remember
Max.
the Goofy movie?
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a good movie. Classic.
Are you saying about something about Max Goofy?
No. That is a child.
Yeah, I hope you're not.
That's a literal kid. He does voice Haku, though, who is also another child.
Oh, yeah.
But it's an old man who voices.
And to be fair, if you watched it as a child, then it's not that weird, right?
No, it's not.
Because you bonded as a child.
Yes.
It's like us being attracted to Zuko.
Yes.
We bonded as children.
A child, yes.
As a child, of course.
As a child.
As a child.
This podcast is going to get flagged.
No, it probably will.
It's going to end up on the deep web.
Yeah. It will get flagged. I'm trying to think of other things, you guys.
Why did you bring up Max Goofy?
Because, like, slam poetry, where they're, like, in the little, like, coffee shop and the lady has the bongos.
Oh, that's you.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not cool enough to be her.
No, you're definitely her.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Actually,
fun fact, I've always wanted to play an instrument.
Then why don't you?
The
smallest violin being played for you right now.
Yeah. No, that's like every episode.
Do an episode where we like actually sing? Like for realsies though. Like
guys,
good
we can harmonize well.
Like good singing. Should we harmonize?
Okay, we're not gonna say great. We're not gonna say bad. We're gonna say good.
Okay, but like the thing is, like I feel like when you're a chorus kid, you learn that like it's not really about being a good or bad singer.
It's just about
everyone. If you learn it, if you find the tune, if you know how to
if you know
blend,
how to
if you know how to
harmony.
I was just staring at your face. It was so funny.
Sometimes with my haircut now, I do feel like John Lennon.
You are John Lennon. Like non-derogatory because he beat Yoko. He said, "Imagine all the people except for Yoko," because he beat the shit out of her.
And his kids,
and he was abusive to his kids.
Yeah.
Hey Jude. Oh, we never picked the Beatles song. That would be our song.
Oh, right.
I was low-key gonna.
If you made it this far in the podcast.
I was low-key gonna say, "Hey Jude."
Yeah, Hey Jude's a bop.
Or
Here Comes the Sun.
Oh, no, I wasn't thinking that.
Oh.
Think of another song that would like kind of be like related. I don't know, like something that like I don't know, like going far back.
Yesterday.
Yes, yesterday.
Oh,
wow, we had good celebrity there.
No, we really did.
Seems so far away. We did mezzo for that. No, it seems so
well, us just bragging we're good singers and then us not harmonizing.
Oh, I believe. But we sang the same part in
yesterday.
Suddenly, all the man I used to be.
Okay, that's enough. All right, cut her mic. Back to me.
Imagine we get like 2 mics, but you just cut my mic the whole time. So it's just you.
Back to 1 mic. And it's my mic. A
Anyways.
random little snippet that I did want to talk about, and I want to be educated on.
Okay.
As the boomer of this podcast.
Am I going to be able to educate you on
I
this?
think so.
Oh.
It's the male gaze and the female gaze. I feel like I kind of understand what they are, but I don't know what the female gaze would be.
So, it's just the reverse of the male gaze.
So the male gaze is just like what men think that we're attracted to. Like heterosexual.
Now I'm getting confused. Is
like
that...
cis women are attracted to.
Yeah, the male. No, wait. Or is it the opposite? No, yeah, you're right. The male gaze. The male gaze is what women would be attracted to.
Yes, and then the female gaze is like what.
Right.
What.
Is
like women.
Yeah. Wait. Google. Because like I forget if we're getting them reversed or not.
I'll look up male gaze. You look at female gaze. Actually, I'll just look at male gaze versus
male gaze. In feminist theory, the male gaze is the act of depicting women and the world. Oh, no. So we got it wrong. The male gaze is like what men are into.
Oh.
Yeah. Whereas the female gaze is what females are into.
Wait, actually, for some reason, I don't know why I said it like that. Because I understood that. Because like when I leave the house in my
we mess it up.
My not so nice clothing.
But it's usually like said in a way where it's like men like sexualize women. So it's like the male gaze where it's like what like men are like sexually like into.
Which is so funny because I feel like you're gonna be sexualized whether like no matter what you walk out in.
No, dead ass.
No, like it shouldn't happen. But I not to bring it back to myself, but I walked out looking at like again shout out to my Snap story if you're listening. They know the tea. I walked out looking like a horse girl today.
Yeah.
And like this group of men passed me. And they all went quiet as soon as they passed me. And it was super uncomfortable.
Men do not, like, care. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, male standards are so low.
Right?
Which I feel like makes it very hard for females to actually find a partner. Because I feel like men are legitimately just into, like, all freaking women. No, so I feel like they literally just stare at all women. They try to talk to all women.
We know why they're staring.
You know what I mean?
We know why they're into all women.
Yeah,
they're just trying to find a hole in one.
Yeah, literally going crazy. Woo! But it makes it hard for women because then it's like, how do you like know like who's like actually into you and whether it's like actually meaningful or whether it's like little like dopamine going off in their brain.
No, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just. And it's like, I try not to be like, oh, like, that's just me being full of myself. Because I'm like, oh, this group of guys got quiet when I walked past.
Men literally stare
but it was
so much.
It was so weird. And I, like, you know when you could just, like, you're not consciously wanting to be attracting the attention of men.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I felt like eyes on me. And I was like, guys, like, I'm not the one today. I'm not the one. Like, why are you looking at, like, why are you looking at me?
I just think it's literally the testosterone. Like, I think they literally want, like, anything.
No, I mean, yeah.
Anything.
And it's like me, when I stare at someone, it's like, like.
That's what I'm saying. Women are select with it, where it's like, they stare at the men that they're, like, actually, like, genuinely. Women.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that was really.
It's okay. It was heteronormative, but that's okay. No.
But I think that speaking about the male gaze is a heteronormative.
Yes.
Like, topic.
Yes.
I think.
It probably stemmed from that.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I forget what you're saying.
Oh, like women are selective with like who they look at. Because women don't just look at other people.
Also,
like,
we don't look at them in a way that makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even if you're staring at a really beautiful woman and or men.
Yeah.
Man, sorry, because we're only staring at one man. Like if you find a man that you're like, oh, I'm gonna stare at you, like. He's got to be great. Because I don't give away my stares willy-nilly.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm looking at the ground the entire time, crashing into a pole or walking into oncoming traffic.
You know who's the worst with it, though, out of men?
Who?
The old men.
Oh, stop.
Literally, no chill. And it's so uncomfortable. Like, I would, like, say that in my life, I have definitely gotten way more creepy vibes from old men. Like, hands down. Hands down. Like, honestly, usually with, like, men my age, like, not as much. But I feel like whenever I see an old man, it's so creepy.
Well, it's like 40 plus.
Yes, it is.
When I go home and I go to the gym there, it's because, like, our hometown, there's, like, a big, like, elderly population. Just, like, it's a lot of... there's not a lot of young people there. That's all I'm trying to say. And it's not that we don't like old people. It's just weird in the gym setting because it's like all old men, and I'm there with my mom, and it's just weird because they come up and they talk to my mom, and my mom doesn't care. She'll talk to them, whatever. But like me, I'm just like, Mom, like stop. Like they literally, these men will come up to my mother while she's like in the middle of doing squats. Like they just came up to us, and I was like,
it's the combo of when you're with your mom, too, and the old men come up to you, and it's just like that's like weird.
Yeah, why do you feel the right? He just kept talking to her, and like she was giving the obvious connotation, like stop talking to me, and I was literally like, hey, we're gonna finish her set right now.
Oh.
Turning into personal trainer. And he was like, oh yeah, and then he like kept talking, and I was like, yeah, like, and then I was just like, Mom, just like go ahead.
Yeah.
And then he like awkwardly like slinked away, and I was just like, dude,
oh my god,
dude, what? We could go on about like weird
I'm,
gym
honestly
experiences.
Not looking forward to having to get a gym membership at home.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's gonna be like so scary hours.
No, it's a separate podcast topic.
That's topic for another time.
Topic. Yeah, I could go off about that. It's weird and it's uncomfortable. People go to the gym to feel better. And if you make it not their safe space, as we are trying to create here, it's messed up. And that's why a lot of people don't want to go to the gym.
No, yeah. 100%. That is a big reason.
Yeah, especially women, because it is not a safe space for you.
It's scary.
It's scary.
Scary hours.
Anyone can come up to you, maybe stop you in the middle of your set, maybe stop you in the middle of like trying to get your like 1 rep max. Maybe you're like trying.
We've never done that. We should really do that.
I did that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
When did you do it?
I was talking about myself.
Oh, sorry.
No. Like I haven't done like a 1 rep max for my squat or anything. I don't even know if it was a 1 rep max. I was doing a bicep curl.
Not the bicep curl.
The bicep curl with like with like 25 pounds.
I literally curl like 10.
Dude. Like, I couldn't even do it.
My biceps are like little babies.
My form was so off. But anyways, my form was off. Blah, 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 blah. And this man didn't even come up to me, like, correct my form. Because I, like, was expecting it. Because I was like, oh, like, I definitely had poor form on that. Like, I was aware of it. And I was like, okay, like, that was embarrassing. But no one's looking at me, so I'm fine. But then this man came up And I had my AirPods in, and I'm holding the weights. I sit back down. I'm scrolling through my phone, and he purposely lowers his head so I'm in his field of vision. Or he's in my field of vision.
What?
And at first, I'm just so taken back, right? Because sometimes men be doing things, and it's just like,
they really do.
You're taken back because you're like, wow, did he really just do that?
Yeah.
Like, did that just happen? And it did. And basically, he was trying to get my attention to compliment my little bandana. And, Abby, why are you walking away?
Sorry.
Was the door not shut? Oh, God. Oh, whoops.
Anyways,
I was kind of shouting.
continue.
Yeah, but he was just trying to compliment me on my bandana. And I was like, you don't have to tell a woman if you like something that she's wearing.
Oh, my God.
She already knows that she's a bad bitch.
I get it. Men gotta play the field.
Yes.
But there's a way to do it. Like,
No.
it's, like, really, like...
Don't be weird.
Again, it goes back to the whole, like, men will literally go up to random women and be like, yo, like, let me get your number, da-da-da. It's like, dude, try to talk to her first.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, if you...
Read the room, too.
Read the room. Like, if you actually want, like, a connection... like, talk to her.
This turns into like dating advice for men.
We're like, but literally, ask her name, talk to her. Because I literally bet you like $5 million if you do that, she will literally like then like be like super into talking to you if she wants to. So it's like they're just so stupid.
Yeah, I know. Like, I will say in some situations, like if a guy like asks for my number and it's like properly like placed in the conversation,
oh my God.
Then I feel like I'm like okay,
it's never properly.
But it's
placed.
Never properly placed. You're right. It's
so
never
back to a random guy at the we're coming up and asking me for my number. I was like, you literally don't even talk to me.
Yeah, you don't even know me.
Like, why? That's what I don't.
What are we gonna talk about?
It's like, why? Like, what is it with like rolling the dice of just randomly asking women for their number? Don't you want to talk first? I guess they don't. I guess they want one thing.
It's the cave.
Right.
It's the caveman urge. It's the hole in one. They are just trying to. Yeah, they're trying to do
so bad
some
at
things. Yeah, no, they are. And then I feel like, as a woman, we're just okay. This is just us hyping up women.
Yeah, literally.
We pull out all the stops. We do.
Yeah, we do.
When it comes to asking a guy out, when it comes to talking, flirting with the guy,
we
do everything.
That. Yeah.
And we're so even if you're out here like, oh, I don't know how to like quote unquote flirt or whatever, like you do. Yeah. Like women. Like, you are always, you can do no wrong.
Women can do no wrong.
But, like, no, like, in a more general sense, I just feel like it's, like,
in a general
women,
sense.
we always know how to go about things in not a weird way.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's just,
we just have more awareness.
We have more, it's more emotional awareness.
Yep. Snaps to that one.
We went on a little tangent there.
So, you know what we have to do?
What do we have to do?
The literal, like, one thing we came up with for this podcast. The cringe moment.
Oh, the cringe moment. Oh, you're right.
Moment.
You're right. I was literally like, okay, so let's end it like 20 minutes ago.
No, we'll end it off with the cringe moments.
Yes, end it off with the cringe moments. If you listen this far, thank you.
Thank you.
Abby, what's one embarrassing story?
No,
I
think you gotta go first.
Oh God. Okay.
Because so something happened to Megan this week. And we came up with this idea.
Guys, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep, but we came up with an idea to do like an episode on like cringe moments, but then we couldn't think of anything else. So we each just have like one thing to say. But Megan, what was the cringy thing that happened to you
I have multiple cringy things that have happened to me because somehow they just always end up finding me. But I'm learning that that's okay, and it doesn't mean that I'm any less. So, that was deep. You know, when you have a lot of emails in your little inbox and you're checking them all at once and you're just not thinking. So I was doing that this past week.
Oh my God, what?
And I went to respond to one of the emails that I received about a volunteering experience. And I just wrote back a quick thank you, blah, 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 blah. You know, first name basis, whatever. Wow, I feel like my material is so stale because I post about this on my little private Snap story. But anyways.
No, but it's funny.
And so, you know, a couple hours go by. I'm talking to Abby. We have like a deep little talk. And then I go back to my phone and I see an email from one of my professors who was linked on the email, by the way, that I responded to. And she's like, hey, Megan, just so you know, you should refer to this person as Dr. So-and-so. And I was like, what? Like, I read that and I was like, what is she talking about? And then I look back and we're going to call him John.
Okay.
So I look back and I said, because he was like, Megan, thank you so much for offering to volunteer with this. I know you're like an amazing student, blah, blah, blah. And I respond back, John, comma, thank you so much.
You said, hi, John.
Oh, Oh, God. I did say hi, I blocked it
comma.
out. Hi, John, comma. Thank
First
you
name
so
basis.
much. Happy to help. Exclamation point. It was like I was just choosing, like, you know, when they have the pre-worded like responses, because I was in a rush and I didn't read it all the way through and I didn't know what I was responding to, and basically I sent it and my professor was like, Megan, that's the dean of our department. And I was like,
and Megan
oh,
said, hi, John.
Jesus Christ. So that kind of sent me into a self-doubting spiral.
Megan really spiraled after that.
I did, because I was just like, oh my God, it's my insecurities of being dumb or lazy.
Yeah.
Not that you're dumb or lazy if you refer to a man on a first name basis, but like in an academic setting, I guess so. Like if it was anyone else, I wouldn't feel that embarrassed about it, but because it was the dean of my school, I was like, and it was one of my really like, a professor that I'm somewhat like close with, and like she was like, hey Megan, like don't do this, and I was like, my people pleasing tendencies were like, what did you do? Abby saw, I like broke down.
Okay, but I told Megan, honestly, you should turn this into a girl boss moment.
Yeah, no,
because it's kind of a girl boss that you literally just said, hi John, comma.
Thanks for the feedback.
We're on a first name basis.
I did say that, and then I ended up sending like him an apology email, not us like talking about how much we hate men, and then me being like, so I felt bad because I didn't call this guy. No, I just like felt bad because I was like, oh no, like if I worked hard to get a doctorate, like I should be referred to by my proper title. Also, he's higher up in the department. Respect.
Respect.
So, yeah, moral of the story is I definitely did an ouchie, but
it's okay.
But it's okay.
Ouchies happen.
And Abby said the night that it happened, she's like, you're not going to be thinking about this in a week. And honestly, I forgot about it the day after.
Right? That's how I try to frame things. Like, am I going to be thinking about this in a day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years?
Yes. But it was my super, like, you know when you just have those cringy things happen? And it's not like someone else is, like, being cringy. Because when someone else is cringy, it's just like, ooh, cringe. But when it's you,
you're like, ooh.
You're just like, you can't stop thinking about it. Like, maybe you, like, ask someone out and they say no or something. But, like, anything, I think that's why
cringe
guys never understand, because they just don't have that. I feel
like they don't have the cringe receptor.
They don't have the same cringe receptor.
Because they do like so many icks.
The cringe receptors in their brain, they don't have the same one. No. I don't think they do. I honestly, if you're a man, comment on that.
Comment, guys. We want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. I just don't think that they have the same, because I like spiraled and went into a whole deep dark thought pattern. I'm better now, though.
She's better now.
Abby, can you tell us your embarrassing story?
Okay, I came up with a cringe story to make Megan feel better about her cringe story. But she already knows this cringe story because she was there to experience it.
And it was really funny, and it was also a girl boss moment.
All right, I think I need to preface the story, though.
Yes, I'm gonna write down some notes. Yes, go ahead.
I'm gonna preface the story by saying, okay, so this story takes place when we were sophomores. Yeah, yes. Sophomores.
Yes.
And we have named her.
But what we were in English.
We were in our English class.
Yes.
With our English teacher who Megan and I had freshman and sophomore year. Anyways,
yes, ma'am.
So we had a project, and the project was we had to do a presentation, and we had to pick a controversial topic to do a presentation on. Correct? Okay, cool. So we all get the topic.
We all get the topic.
we all get what it was. Megan, what did you do? Megan did something about like environmental stuff.
Yeah, I did the floating plastic island.
Yeah, and then you came in with like a plastic sash.
I did.
It was cute.
I was really.
It was cute.
That was when I was, not that I am not still passionate about the environment, but that's when I was in like fight or flight all the time.
No, that's cute. It was a good presentation. Mm-hmm. Any whoosies.
Abby's was the best, guys. Abby's was the best.
Okay, so to preface. So around this time, Abby had like zero anxiety, correct? Uh-huh. And that was because Abby was on antidepressants, SSRIs. I was on medication that made my anxiety like non-existent. Which that's for a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode. We do want to have like an episode on like medication, especially like psychotropic medications. We get like a psychiatrist. We're like, hey, come talk. They're literally trying to sell their drugs. We're like, ooh, actually, no. We had horrible experiences.
We just want
on
we just want a non-biased opinion.
We want a non-biased opinion. We don't care about big pharma. Anywho's, so
flagged.
This whole thing is flagged. This is on the deep web. Like at this point in the podcast, deep web.
You're right.
But anyways. To preface, I literally had like zero anxiety, so like in presenting I literally did not care. Anyways,
if you've been on or are on antidepressants, I think you can relate to that.
You know,
or you just aren't anxious.
Especially if you're not anxious. I was on like a really high dose, so I was at like peak point of like the medication where I literally had like no anxiety.
Yeah.
So the topic I chose to do, mind you, we were like 15, right? Yeah. 15 years old.
Yeah, you woke up my entire world.
So I decided to do a presentation on sex education.
Woo!
Which, like, really...
She was before her time.
Before her time. Like, it was not that deep, but it's just funny looking back on it because we definitely were still at that age where everyone was like, like, what? Sex education?
Well, it was the project, the assignment itself was we had to create a presentation on, like, a topic we were passionate about.
Slideshow.
Yeah. So Abby was like, sex ed! But
so,
honestly, that was your whole brand.
My whole, like, thought process behind it wasn't even that I was, like, inspired by, like, sex education. It was just that I was like, oh, I don't want to do something, like, boring, like abortion or, like, gun laws. Like, everyone
did those.
So I was like,
they were taken, actually.
Right? They were taken. I wanted to pick something that was, like, a little different and, like, woke. So I chose, like, sex education and basically talked about how it needs to be, like, mandated in schools, yada, yada, yada. Deep South does not have that shit.
Yes.
And that is why they have a lot of teen pregnancies.
Baby. Hole in one.
Yes. But yeah, so I gave the presentation.
This was probably my favorite moment of us being in English together.
I hate it.
Everyone always, like, would be like, oh my God, do you remember when? And I was like, yes.
Stop,
it was
not
iconic.
Funny.
It was iconic.
Ugh, so I literally made the presentation, like, the night before, right? And, I was just slapping together some slides. And then I was like, this is, like, funny, quirky slideshow. And then the last slide, for some reason, I got it in my little brain that I was going to be a jokester. And
you really did.
I copy and pasted onto the last slide. How do you say it? GIF? I say GIF, but I think it's GIF.
Either or. Tomato. I say GIF.
I say GIF. I know I'm wrong.
Dare to be different.
I put a GIF of Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec putting a condom on a banana.
That iconic
I
episode.
was like, that's funny, like, sex education. Like, I was trying to find, like, different, like, pictures and stuff to put in.
Make it relatable.
I was like, quirky, relatable. But it was literally my last slide, and that was the only thing on it. I don't know why I formatted it that way.
And it was, like, it was really fast moving. Like, her putting it, like...
Why didn't I just put it, like, embedded in the slideshows? I'm not sure. I wanted to make a comedic statement.
No. Because as someone in the audience... so basically, we're going through Abby's presentation.
Standing up there.
Yeah, you were standing up there, and Miss Vargas was like, "Oh, this was great." And then
I finished the slideshow, cued the reference slide, and then in my mind I was like, "Okay, it's like 9 a.m. I was like, I think it's a little ahead of everyone's time for me to click to this Leslie Knope gif of her putting a condom on a banana. So I'm gonna not do that." But like, mind you, we had to have, like, given our teacher, like, a printout version of the slide. So she's, like, flipping through them, and then she goes, I go, okay, done. Everyone claps. She goes, what's on the last slide? It was so funny.
Because it was the most PG presentation on sex ed, might I add.
Also, like, I'm, like, really quiet.
Yeah. So Abby, at this point, like, did not speak to, like, anyone besides me and our other friend, James. Yeah. So it was just kind of, like... Not that you were shy, but you just, like, didn't want to talk to anyone.
Just, like, quiet.
So it was the fact that Abby gets up here and talks about sex ed. And then
everyone's like, interesting topic.
And then, yeah, anyways.
So then I was like, oh, I made this, like, I don't know, it's just, like, funny, like, slide. And then I clicked to it. And literally big on the projector is the gif of Leslie Knope putting the condom on the banana. And everyone's just like, I don't think anyone even laughed. I think everyone was just like... Oh, and then I was like,
now that's like vanilla humor. But like when we were 15, like 2015, like that was like a big deal.
Everyone improved.
I know. Like now it'd be like, oh, like funny.
Everyone would be like, that's so funny. But I was just too ahead of my time because everyone was like,
you were.
Oh, and then everyone kind of like chuckled, and then I was like, okay.
Yeah, everyone was like, wait, can you go back?
I was like, that's it.
I loved that moment.
Yeah, so that was probably a good cringe moment of mine. But again, I was on such a high dose of SSRIs that I don't even feel cringe from that moment because I don't really remember.
Yeah, I will say, I feel like I felt a lot more cringe about myself now not being on medication.
Right, now not being on medication.
The cringe is hard. The cringe receptors are open again.
They're open.
We don't have reuptake inhibitors? Yeah.
Serotonin.
Selective
serotonin
reuptake inhibitors. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's that cringe. It's funny because... It's
not cringe, but at the time, again, being 15, everyone was like, huh.
No, it's funny because you said the same thing about my story, and I'm like...
Yeah.
It's when you think something's cringe, and, like, you think it's a big deal, but then other people are like, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe we should add cringe stories every week.
Cringe. LOL.
The cringe.
That's too much for the potty to know about us.
You know, I think
that's too invasive.
Oh, is it? Because
just a little bit.
I feel like every episode we get a little too invasive into our life.
Maybe. You're not wrong.
I think they already know everything at this. I know it's like, what haven't I said? You know?
What haven't we shared?
Well, on that note, I have a lot to do for tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie.
What? Like stuff to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a busy gal.
Well, so are you.
Sure.
Okay.
Anyways.
You're also busy.
Yeah. Anyways. So we hope you guys enjoyed that episode.
Yes.
I don't know what we even talked about.
I don't either.
Looking back, I'm like, what
did we say?
But I think it was good. Yeah.
I made it myself.
Yeah.
Again, we're still trying this out. Just not having a plan.
Episode 7, baby.
And tell us if you enjoyed listening to this.
Can you guys please give us some feedback?
Like, is it like this mic does every single
episode?
Yeah,
literally feedback.
Can you give us some feedback? Yeah, no, definitely do, because we're organized girlies, but sometimes we just like to.
Yeah, we record these Thursday nights, and I feel like sometimes we just need to talk.
We just need to talk.
Yeah.
We need to vent to an outside source, even though it's really just us talking to ourselves in front of a microphone.
With our 2 collective listeners.
Yep. If that. I don't know if my mom's listening this
week. Yeah, our mom's dropped out at this point.
Oof, 0
listeners.
Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for listening. We love you
much.
I hope we are offering you a safe space.
Yeah, we hope you have a good week.
Yes, have a good. Well, this will be on Friday, so have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend, and then the week after.
Yes.
You're welcome. What?
Next week we won't have a potty episode.
Sorry,
I'm sorry, guys.
We're sorry. Megan's gonna be in San Diego, so we're not gonna have a potty episode. But the week after, look forward.
Yeah.
Catch up on our other episodes.
Yeah, catch up on. Yeah,
get caught up,
fake
guys.
fans.
Yeah.
I know you haven't listened to every episode, and
Definitely
if you have listened to every episode,
we actually love you.
I was gonna say comment an emoji under our
Comment
post.
an emoji.
Comment our favorite emoji.
Yeah, if you listen to the end of this podcast, comment a banana.
A banana.
The Leslie Note. Jim. Comment a banana under our post. Thanks. All right, we love you guys.
All right, thank you for listening to our safe space.